can we
Oh.
start?
Alright, well, that was my performance of the Mega Man 8 introduction stage.
What's going on, everybody? Master Games 22 here.
I'm Darius, Dman 761. Just call me Dman.
Yeah.
And thank you for joining us. We're going to be doing a fun playthrough of one of my favorite Mega Man games, Mega Man 8. Also known as one of the most hated Mega Man games, but
Of all time.
yeah, but
No, that's not all
because because I enjoyed so much, I figured it'd be appropriate for me to play through this one first, and then we'll move on to the more popular Mega Man or Rockman games, as the wonderful Japanese people on the other side of the world like to call them. So, are we ready to do this, Sean? Or
yeah, go ahead and hit that
Master,
press button.
whatever you call yourself these days.
Sean or Master Games 22,
Master,
it don't matter.
Master Sean 22. All right.
Yeah.
Let's roll with that.
So, yeah, like...
So this game takes place in a galaxy far, far away.
Are you sure?
I see
I
a
couldn't
galaxy
tell from all the
far, far
stars.
away. This is clearly Star
You sure
Wars.
this isn't Dragon Ball Z then?
No, this is the that ambitious crossover between Star Wars and Mega Man. We've been wanting for quite some time. There's Darth Vader.
You know there was a crossover with Mega Man and Sonic, right? In the comics.
Yes, that was an ongoing thing. That was actually a thing.
I never actually read it though.
Neither have I, or was ever motivated to read such a thing.
Gosh, I actually been wanting to read the comics again, but
what compelled them to cross over
Those
two completely different franchises?
No, maybe because they both were blue.
They are blue.
Blue Bomber
both
and Blue Wind.
right, and the antagonists in both games are mad scientists. I guess
True.
that's enough of a
That's
reason to make a whole freaking comic series about their worlds colliding. So I'm not going to argue it.
I remember seeing a death battle of Eggman versus Dr. Wily, and they had like all their robots fighting and stuff.
Who won?
I
What?
can't
Don't
remember.
spoil it. Don't spoil it. Who won?
If y'all didn't watch it by now, then like
Or read it. What if you watch?
No,
read comics.
It
Right.
wasn't a comic.
It was a movie.
It was a game. I mean, not a game.
Base. Why must I fight you? We are not enemies. Shut up.
Is that literally what they
Literally what he said.
That was so
Nice.
stupid.
Nice argument base.
And then flies back into.
The rest I don't really remember, thankfully. Oh yeah. Bass, we gotta finish this some other time. You coward. You'll pay for this insult. I'll be back. This is all inside of his mind. He's thinking that because he's too much of a pussy to say it to him. That and Mega Man's like 5 miles away by this point.
You look like an idiot just standing there saying that the whole time.
Okay, 15 minutes over. Oh, this is almost over anyway.
Yeah, it'll be fine. That was my preference, but we'll
get
make
through
it
the
work.
cutscene.
We can do more than that. It's just I was thinking about how editing
Roll has
and stuff.
Roll has like resting bitch face. I just noticed that.
What is this resting bitch face that people keep saying?
Okay, so when you look like you constantly have an attitude or something.
Okay.
I think it's something that they say it's something that mostly pertains to women, but I won't get into that. That's just I don't know. Oh, well, they call it resting bitch face. Anyway, so
A guy can have it too.
that is true.
But I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but that's neither here or there. So here we have Rush giving me some good news. Good news.
Wow.
I can't read Japanese, but if I could, I would read that as bad news, Mega Man.
Just in case y'all.
Wily's fucking shit up.
Darius does not like the English version in terms of like the dialogue, so he went in and switched to Japanese.
Actually, I did that so I can act out the bad English dialogue during the cutscenes, as you saw me doing.
And you don't like the English.
That,
Don't lie.
That too. Alright, so here we got the Mega Ball Mega Bomb, something like that. Mega Ball. Rock Ball in Japanese.
So, funny story about Mega Man 8.
Very funny.
With me is that
knee slapping hilarious.
I started off with Mega Man 8. After I played Mega Man 2, I believe. And I was like, oh, okay, it's upgraded. And then I played another Mega Man game, thinking it was a regular Mega Man game, but it ended up being Mega Man X.
Wait, so, that was your, okay.
Which brought me to the X series, which
Gotcha.
I personally like the X series a lot more than the Mega Man series.
A lot of people do. My cousin, for example, he refuses to touch a single classic Mega Man game only because of how much he loves X, and a lot of it apparently has to do with the mobility of X, like being able to dash and stuff. But I personally I like X more, but I appreciate classic for being simple, having simple controls, which adds to the challenge, in a lot of ways.
Like a lot of old games that you can have appreciation for that type of I love how he just dashed right to the wall and was like, what you gonna do? I bet at the bottom I was saying, not saving. Man, doesn't that look hideous? Like a whole bunch
now
of
it looks even more hideous.
Worms.
I mean, it didn't look hideous until those little spider legs started coming out.
John would say that. No spiders for him.
Oh shit, you got these controls all messed up.
You're welcome.
It's all good.
So, I did this boss and it took me longer than that.
What the fuck were you doing?
Don't know. I was trying to kick the ball, but when I was kicking it, it didn't seem like it was doing that much damage.
You weren't aiming for his face, were you?
No, I was aiming for his head.
Yeah.
Because it looked like he had to aim for his head, and then it would make his thing visible.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I can see what you were trying to do, but to me, his head looked like it was being protected by his shell, so I figured if I hit him there and see that nothing's happening, then maybe I should aim for the face. But,
So I believe that Mega Man just found a robot buried in the ground.
And because Mega Man's so goddamn naive, he is going to have Dr. Light take it to the lab and fix him up, because nothing can go wrong. When you see a random ass robot who was with Dr. Wily, and who knows what Dr. Wily was doing.
Technically, he was found by Dr. Wily.
Yes, but by the time it took Mega Man to get there, Dr. Wily could have did some sort of voodoo robot shit on him, and once they start fixing him up and he wakes up, he's gonna wreak havoc. Same thing happened with to Base in Mega Man 7. Except that was Dr. Wily's creation. Dr. Light fixed him up, brought him to the lab. He fucked his lab up. Okay, here we are in Mega Man 8, and we're making the same mistakes we made in Mega Man 7. But I digress. Anyway,
you think you'd be able to beat another stage within 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll go for it.
Alright, I need you to carry on the dialogue.
Alright, no problem. So this is Tengu.
What is he doing? I never...
Is that his actual name, though? Or in English? Is it Tengu Man, or is it something else?
I think I've always pronounced it wrong regardless of how it's supposed to be pronounced. Is it Tengu Man, or... I used to call him Tenga Man, but
oh my god, what the heck was that?
Pretty sure I don't have time to kill them all, but I'm pretty sure that was wrong.
What do you call it? What do they call it again? Pressure.
What do they call it again?
If you
I know pressure all too well.
If you can't finish it in 5 minutes.
Oh, challenge accepted, man. Just kidding, because that sky part of the stage is like... The length of that is out of my control. Thanks, Capcom. Like, it's like a screen scrolling segment.
The bane of a lot of speedrunners.
Yeah. This part right here.
I know you also want to try and get the screws. Because
they would be helpful.
They're actually useful.
So I can grab some items.
You know, in Mega Man games, I never really utilized the little like extra. What do you call it? The extra items in the game besides like of course lives and stuff.
I mean, if you're skilled enough, then you don't need them at all, but they definitely come in handy, that's for sure.
And X, honestly, if there's one thing I can criticize about X, I found that X's little items that you can get were a little more confusing than Mega Man's.
So
that's just a personal thing. I'm sure for others it's a whole nother story. I got backgrounds though. In this one specifically. It has that nice little what do they call it? I think it's water layouts or something like that.
Don't know what the proper term is, but if there is one.
Let's just call it water paintings.
The water, no, okay, fine.
We'll let Shantae be the one to correct us in the future about that, though.
That's, what are those Japanese folklore turtles called?
Kappa.
Yeah. Kappa. I think that's what I'm on top of. Which is pretty cool. That's a nice little touch.
And they had Kappas in the Sonic 2 stage. It's funny that I keep going back to Sonic. We're playing a Mega Man game, but I mean, hey, the crossover happened for a reason. Hey-oh! Nah.
So we had to bring... Which means we have to bring up Sonic whenever possible.
Yes.
Even when it doesn't fit. Even when it's not appropriate.
And then, like, when we play a Sonic game, we bring up Mega Man or someone.
Alright, so I consider this a mini-boss, even though the mini-boss music doesn't play. I also assume this is his weakness. I just always use it, and it seems to be damaging him a lot, but I've never really used my Mega Buster against him either, so why change what doesn't
Maybe you did when you first played it.
No, like when I first played it, because this is like the first weapon they give you, I fucking used it for everything, yeah.
I didn't even know that thing that you did earlier back there where you used the ball to like jump higher.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know you could even do that.
Dude, it comes in handy for so many things. The Mega Ball is what actually makes this game pretty broken. Like, speedrunners use it a lot to get through the stages rather quickly. In like very creative ways too.
Wish I could utilize that.
Because you can like do a double jump with a Mega Ball.
Yeah, isn't that what you did earlier?
Like, okay, an extra jump on top of that. Yes.
Oh, like,
so maybe
okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Dang.
Because I'm jumping on it, but people can like do it twice.
Wow.
Or like do it at a sequence, like an ongoing sequence, which I've yet to master, but never really had a reason to. I'm not a speedrunner, so.
See, I won't get that type of content from me.
Or me.
What are you talking about? You just did.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the speed running thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, kind of.
I'm still working on it.
Yeah, but y'all saw a little example of what's possible right there, and you got an explanation too. Dang, man. Look at him. We just tore through this stage of just. Well, let me not say that yet. He still has to fight Tengu Man.
Hey, don't doubt me.
Always. Even though you don't deserve it. This is the replacement ninja of...
Oh, why did I just jumped into that, like...
I like how you just did, like, some type of... I was gonna say some character that I remember that does it. Oh! I'm sorry. I was thinking of Sonic again.
Dude, okay, that's gotta stop. We'll get to Sonic. We will, I promise you.
No, wait. No, I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking about Goku. Because there was a thing where you... No, I wasn't thinking about Goku either. I was thinking about Sasuke. Lion's Barrage. For those that watch Naruto, you know what I'm talking about.
Let us know in the comments what he possibly could have been thinking of. Because I don't think he knows. No, I'm kidding. You said Naruto, okay.
No, I said Sasuke.
Oh.
From
Sasuke from Food Wars.
This was always ugly though, to me.
It is a little unnerving,
3D.
yes. I mean, it's like, I think they realize, okay, it's on the PlayStation, we gotta like
try and push some limits.
Push some 3D bullshit in here because we can.
Wait, this was on the PlayStation or PlayStation 2?
PlayStation.
Okay.
No, this.
Yeah, all the Mega Man games were, right? Even X.
No.
I know Command wasn't, but
which X though?
X1 through.
No, X1 through 3 was on the Super Nintendo.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. So which ones?
X4 through 6 were on the PlayStation.
Okay, alright.
And then 7 and 8 were on the PS2. So, alright, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed that. We are. Well, we can edit this out if I'm not supposed to say it, but we're all out of time. Yeah. Please join us again as we progress and clown around, because Clown Man is our next boss.
Oh my god. That was...
I'll see you again. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, see y'all guys next time.